Right now I'm up to page 119. Covered chapters The Joy of Mitzvos, and now we're up to One Self-Worth. I just want to say some things about The Joy of Mitzvos in that I didn't understand how you could have a whole chapter on that. I didn't really like much anything that he said. I did, however, find one thing that I wanted to ask you. I don't know. He just goes over a whole chapter on saying the joy of mitzvahs. Let's say somebody isn't happy going to shul or isn't happy doing Luv and Esrog. I don't see how this applies to me or something. But I don't know. I forgot what I was going to say about this. But then in chapter 6, I liked a few things. One of the things was that if you consider yourself a bad person, then you're gonna acquire bad traits because you're gonna always go for the bad.
Same as the opposite with good.
Yeah. Same as good. If you consider yourself a good person, you're gonna try to do good things.
What do you consider yourself?
Bainani, in between. Right. So this guy, the Chazanish, one time wrote to a close student. He was very humble. He said, "I would rather you have a little bit of conceit, and this would help you. Stop being lazy and always not being tired, because then you're only using your good inclination. But if you use your bad inclination, also, then it'll help you become a better person." So we see from that it's not always good to be so extreme, to be, to be only a tzaddik. If you have taivas like one time I learned that a shochet is usually a guy who has a desire to kill people, but he uses it for good. So
Where'd you learn that from?
Uri Chechen. So it says that working on improving oneself does not rule out being selfish or self-love. The tendency to seek honor and pleasure is positive reality in the makeup of a man. So you always say that you don't do this for honor, but I think that's wrong according to this, because there's nothing wrong with that. It's natural to want to have a little bit of kavod and to want to be acknowledged, and if you don't do that, then you're never gonna if that's the kind of person you are, and you don't always chase after kavod. I mean, I'm not saying always, but if you don't get acknowledgement for the things that you do, you're not going to be happy. This is my favorite one. A person is obligated to say that the world was created for me. So the teacher, everyone who says, it says that in Gemara actually, Sanhedrin. Yeah. So every single time you do something bad and somebody says, "Yo, dude, the world's not created for you," you could say, "What are you talking about?" It says that in Gemara. The world was created for me. So what does that mean? That you're obligated to be aware that you're created in the image of Hashem, and that that pride in the awareness and greatness of elevation of your soul is not only proper, but it's a mitzvah. You're obligated to do it. It's a bonding duty to recognize the virtues and to live with this awareness. Shkach, that's it. Bye, Fetter.